Buckle up for a rapid ride through the shadows of history and the whispers of the abandoned. Dive into the deserted, yet story-rich streets of Hashima Island, feel the chill in the air at the ghostly amusement park of Pripyat, step into the medieval mystery of Krakow, face the unsettling gaze of the island of dolls.
And walk the dusty roads of Bodie, where the gold rush left its mark. These are no ordinary places. They're chapters of history frozen in time, each with a tale that's as intriguing as it is eerie.
Let's dive in. Off the coast of Nagasaki, Japan, lies Hashima Island, or as it's ominously known, Battleship Island. Once a bustling coal mining community, it was abruptly abandoned in 1974 when the mines closed, leaving behind a ghost town surrounded by sea. The decaying structures and vacant homes paint a stark picture of life suddenly frozen in time. This island was once the epitome of Japan's rapid industrialization, boasting one of the world's most productive undersea coal mines. Its cramped compound was home to thousands, living in the shadow of towering, now crumbling, apartment blocks, which at one time were among the highest densely populated spaces on the planet. As the camera drifts closer to the island's heart, the eerie silence envelopes us. We see the remnants of daily life, a school, a hospital, a movie theater, all standing silent, as if waiting for their occupants to return. In 1974, as petroleum replaced coal worldwide, Hashima's mines closed, and its people departed, leaving it a ghost town surrounded by sea. The island now stands as a haunting monument to lives once lived in extreme conditions, to the rise and fall of industrial ages, and to the memories that linger in its abandoned halls. The government's efforts to preserve Hashima Island as a site of industrial heritage have seen it recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, yet this acknowledgement comes with its controversies, reflecting the complex narratives of labor and war.
Founded in 1970, Pripyat was a model city for the Soviet nuclear power industry's elite, boasting modern architecture, lush parks, and a vibrant community of nearly 50,000 people. On April 26, 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, located just a few kilometers away, suffered an explosion that changed everything. The city of Pripyat, once bustling with life, was evacuated in a hurried and chaotic manner just a day after the disaster, leaving behind a ghost town. The iconic amusement park, which was set to open just days after the disaster, now stands frozen in time, its Ferris wheel eternally waiting for guests who will never arrive. Nature has been reclaiming this once thriving city, with trees growing through cracks in the pavement and wildlife roaming the streets freely, offering a striking example of the planet's resilience. Pripyat now serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of nuclear power when human fallibility comes into play. Founded in the 8th century as a monastic center, Krakow's strategic position atop a hill offered both defense and dominion over the surrounding lands. Through the centuries it flourished, its population peaking in the 16th and 17th centuries, with the village's architecture, a warren of stone buildings, narrow streets, and intricate alleyways, growing around the natural contours of the cliffside. But Krakow's tale took a turn towards tragedy in the 20th century. A series of natural disasters, beginning with a landslide in 1963, followed by floods and earthquakes, forced its inhabitants to leave their homes behind. By the 1980s, the village was completely abandoned, its streets silent save for the whisper of the wind. Despite its abandonment, Krakow has not been forgotten. It captures the imagination of all who visit, serving as a poignant reminder of the human spirit's resilience. The village has found a second life as a favored filming location. Its dramatic and untouched landscape providing the perfect backdrop for cinematic tales of history and fantasy alike. Deep within the ancient waterways of Xochimilco, near Mexico City, lies a small island unlike any other, known as Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of Dolls. This macabre attraction is shrouded in the tragic legend of a young girl who met her end in the surrounding waters, her body found entangled among the lilies by the island's lone caretaker, Don Julian Santana Barrera, tormented by her spirit. Don Julian began hanging dolls around the island in an attempt to appease her soul. Over the years, he collected discarded dolls from the canals and trash, placing them throughout the island. These dolls, many disfigured and decaying, hang from trees, their limbs and heads skewered on fences and nailed to the trunks, creating a chilling atmosphere that has both repelled and attracted visitors from around the world. The legend grew as Don Julian himself was found drowned in the same spot as the girl, 50 years after he began his peculiar tribute. His family maintains the island, now transformed into a bizarre memorial, resonating with the echoes of its past inhabitants and the countless souls represented by the dolls. As the camera peers into the faces of these silent witnesses, we sense their eerie vigil. Some visitors bring offerings of dolls, adding to the island's haunting collection, while others come seeking connections with the supernatural. The Island of Dolls is not just a place, but an experience, enveloping visitors in a palpable sense of sorrow, loss, and the caretaker's desperate attempt at redemption. High in the Sierra Nevada mountain range, Bodie, California, stands as a stark reminder of the American dream turned ghost town. Founded in 1859 following the discovery of gold, Bodie swelled from a small mining camp to a bustling town of nearly 10,000 by the 1880s. At its peak, Bodie was a melange of families, robbers, miners, and store owners. Its streets were lined with over 60 saloons, a red light district, gambling halls, and opulent amenities. But as quickly as it rose, Bodie's fortune declined. Mines were exhausted, and by the early 1900s, residents began leaving in search of new opportunities. A series of calamitous events, including harsh winters and devastating fires, left the town in a state of arrested decay. By the 1940s, Bodie was officially a ghost town, its remaining buildings and possessions left as if frozen in time. Today, Bodie stands preserved in a state of arrested decay, a term coined by the California State Park System, which manages the site. Visitors walking its silent streets can peer into homes and businesses where tables are still set, shelves stocked with goods, and schools with lessons left unfinished on blackboards. It's as if the town's inhabitants are expected back at any moment, their lives paused in the middle of daily routines. The ghost town is not just a snapshot of a bygone era, but a canvas for the imagination. Stories of hauntings and folklore envelop the town. Tales of the body curse, warn of bad luck befalling those who remove artifacts. Whether believed or not, these tales add a layer of mystique to the already eerie atmosphere. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history's forgotten chapters. If you were captivated by these tales of abandonment and mystery, consider subscribing for more adventures into the unknown. Until next time, keep exploring and let curiosity be your guide.